at 2:00 p.m. And the first item on the agenda is the calling of the roll. So obviously I'm here. Mayor Dennis, Kevin Underwood, or John Basham. Oh, all right, Mayor Dennis, I just called your name and went on. Can you say that you're here, please? I see you now. Okay, well, Mayor Dennis, can you hear me? You're muted.
Yep, I can hear you.
Okay, I called your name for attendance.
I'm here.
Okay. Tom Murtaugh.
Present.
Jackson Bogan.
Present.
Melissa Weiss Williamson and Ron Campbell. I don't believe they're on, but I wanted to double check. Peter Bunder.
Here.
Cindy Murray.
Here.
Ben Murray.
Present.
Shane Spears. I see Shane, he's muted. Okay, thank you.
I'm here.
All right, thank you, everybody. We do have a quorum. The first item on the agenda is the approval of the minutes from the July 8th, 2021 meeting. Those have been communicated to you in your packet. I would entertain a motion for approval.
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second. Murtaugh.
Okay, thank you. Any further discussion, changes, or Scribner's errors? All right, hearing none, I'll conduct a roll call vote. Mayor Dennis.
Aye.
Commissioner Murtaugh.
Aye.
Jackson Bogan.
Aye.
Peter Bunder.
Aye.
Cindy Murray.
Aye.
Ben Murray.
Aye.
Jane Spears.
Aye.
All right, thank you. The motion carries. The next item on the agenda is Resolution T21-09, a resolution to adopt the 2021 Title VI and LEP plan. And Tim, you're going to handle that.
Yes, that's right. So this is something that we had brought up at previous meetings as an informational item that now we are ready to take action on. So the Title VI and Limited English Proficiency Plan is a very important document that assures that no person is discriminated against in any of our programs that receive federal funds. It also has some information about if a citizen feels that they are being discriminated against for any reason, how they can file a formal complaint and how that complaint will be tracked, processed, handled, and so on. The document also includes some very good analysis of environmental justice issues using some census and ACS data. So this is something that we've presented to several of our committees, our Citizens Participation Committee, as well as the Technical Committee last month. They recommended adoption at their July 21st meeting. So we are requesting a motion to adopt this, but before that, I will take any questions that anyone has.
All right, does anybody have any questions for Tim before we take a vote on this? Tim, we appreciate everyone's work on this document. Okay, hearing no questions, I'll conduct a roll call vote. John Dennis.
Aye.
Tom Murtaugh.
Aye.
Jackson Bogan.
Aye.
Peter Bunder.
Aye.
Cindy Murray.
Aye.
Ben Murray.
Aye.
Jane Spears.
Aye.
Okay, the motion carries. Thank you very much, Tim. The next item on the agenda is Resolution T21-13, resolution to adopt the public participation plan, and Tim will be handling that one again.
Yes, so this is another plan that we're looking to update. So this is something that we put together the original version of this plan in 2007. We felt it's a little bit outdated, especially with the fact that social media platforms are a much more prevalent form of citizen engagement these days. So that is one of the biggest items that's been added to the update, as well as talking about what will happen in the event that the governor issues executive orders that require social distancing, and we have to accept all comments virtually, as happened last year. So that was added into the plan. And it also has some important information about reaching different minority populations as well, some of our plans to do that. So it is somewhat related to the previous plan you just adopted, although they are separate, distinct, both very, very important efforts. So this plan was also reviewed by the Citizens Participation Committee, and the Technical Committee also reviewed it and recommended adoption of this plan at their July 21st meeting. So again, we would ask for your adoption of this plan, but before that, I'm happy to take any questions that anyone may have.
All right, thank you, Tim. Anyone have any questions for Tim on the public participation plan? All right, hearing none, I'll conduct a roll call vote. John Dennis.
Aye.
Tom Murtaugh.
Aye.
Jackson Bowden.
Aye.
Peter Bunder.
Aye.
Cindy Murray.
Aye.
Ben Murray.
Aye.
Shane Spears.
Aye.
All right, the motion carries. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Tim. The next item on the agenda is Resolution T21-12, resolution to amend the 2020 through 2024 and 2022 through 2026 transportation improvement programs. And Doug is going to be handling this one.
Yeah, good afternoon. We have received a request from the IDOT district office to amend both TIPs. We're still in that kind of phase, transitioning from the old one to the new one. And the request will be adding 3 new projects. 2 projects are bridge maintenance related, specifically repairing or replacing joints. One is on State Road 28, and the other one is on I-65, or specifically the County Road 100 West Bridge over the interstate. The other project, or third one, is the installation of a new traffic signal. This will actually be a permanent one at the location or intersection of US 52 and State Road 28. Currently, there is a temporary signal at this location. Federal funds will be used for these 3 projects, both in the preliminary engineering phase and the construction phase. And preliminary engineering will occur in this fiscal year with construction in fiscal year 2023. The Technical Transportation Committee did review this request and recommended approval, and we are asking for this committee's approval to amend both TIPs. Are there any questions?
All right. Well, thank you, Doug. Not hearing any questions. I'll go ahead and conduct a roll call vote. Mayor Dennis.
Aye.
Tom Murtaugh.
Aye.
Jackson Bogan.
Aye.
Peter Bunder.
Aye.
Cindy Murray.
Aye.
Ben Murray.
Aye.
Shane Spears.
Aye.
All right, the motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, next item on the agenda is a correction to Resolution T21-14, a resolution of electronic meeting policy. Looks like Tim's going to explain that one.
Yes, so this is something that was our error, unfortunately. So we did want to just bring this to everyone's attention. When we initially had you guys pass this resolution, it did not have a number attached to it. So we are bringing it back to you, so to speak, to let you know that everything is exactly the same in terms of resolution, but we wanted to get it in our numbering system. So that is the reason for this agenda item. We have added a number to it, so it is in our records now, so that it can be referred to if needed. Other than that, nothing has changed. This is something that you guys already voted on to approve, but we just wanted to make this small correction. We thought it was important to let everyone know for transparency purposes.
Okay, well, that's pretty simple. Anybody have any questions? All right, there being no questions, I'll conduct a roll call vote. John Dennis,
Aye.
Tom Murtaugh,
Aye.
Jackson Bogan,
Aye.
Peter Bunder,
Aye.
Cindy Murray,
Aye.
Ben Murray,
Aye.
Jane Spears.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you, everyone. Next item on the agenda is the administrative modifications for the 2024 and the 2020 through 2024 and the 2022 through 2026 gifts. And Doug is going to handle that.
As you know, when we change the transportation improvement program, we do that by two means. One is the amendment process, which we just went through a little bit ago with the 3 IDOT projects. The other process is a modification, this is handled in office. Usually these are either we're moving money around for different reasons within a project or making minor changes. And as part of the policy for these modifications that we bring the information to this committee for your information. We did process a modification on August 2nd, and this is related to the Sagamore Parkway Trail project. As part of the environmental process or NEPA process, that mitigation is needed because they're going to be removing a number of trees. The mitigation involves placing funds into an in lieu fee program, specifically the Conservation Fund. It's a nonprofit land conservation program. And the total amount of federal funds in this modification is $17,087. These funds were moved from the construction phase of the project to what we call the preliminary engineering phase to recognize that these federal funds will be used for bat mitigation. So just a minor change, but following up on the process, we wanted to bring this to the committee to let you know that this was done. Any questions?
I just think if we took these to the farmer's market with a sign, "Free bats," it would really work out for us. So.
Baseball?
I do have a question. Is there a certain time of year that they can do that? Or, I mean, will it delay the project at all? Or, I mean...
It's my understanding, Cindy, you are correct, that there are certain months of the year where trees cannot be taken down. I don't remember those months specifically, but I believe it's sometime around August, or not August, April, when if you need to remove trees for a project, that is not an option. I don't remember the specific dates, but there is a window where trees cannot be removed.
It's April to November.
April through November or April and November?
April through November.
Okay.
In November, and it's just, the mitigation is you get them out of there when they're not nesting. They're not making baby bats in the summer, then you move their little nests out, and then you can tear whatever it is down.
All right.
Okay, little history lesson there.
Yeah. Nature
All right.
lesson.
Any questions? All right, we don't have to vote on that, but Doug, thank you for bringing that to our attention. The next item on the agenda is the APC progress report, and under that we have the MPO update, and we have several different items there, and looks like David, you're going to be handling the first one, the 2021 MPO conference.
Thank you. We polled other MPOs throughout the state, and it's been determined that there's not enough interest in having this conference in person, especially given the health issues of the last month or so. So it's going to be held virtually one day, just like last year was. It's going to be October 28th, and we are right now in the process of putting together a program for that. So that's about all that we have to say about the conference.
Okay, all right, thank you. Next, we have the transportation resource guides, and Doug, you'll be handling that.
Yes, thank you. This is a project that we do periodically every 3 years or so that is exciting, and I think probably one of the useful projects that do come out of our office, and that for the last year and a half we have been updating the Coordinated Human Services Transportation Plan, which look at transportation issues for the elderly, low income, and disabled persons. In developing that plan, we conducted a survey of all the transportation services within Tippecanoe County, and of course we had some really good feedback, and of those agencies that didn't provide answers or responses, we actually reached out and contacted them. So with all of that new information, we actually developed an updated transportation resource guide, a nice little brochure fits in your pocket. It's two-sided. The brochure includes information, of course, about City Bus, all non-profit agencies that provide transportation services, all for-profit agencies that do provide services, medical and emergency transportation services, transportation for just the elderly, taxi services, and then also out-of-town transportation services. So in the two-page brochure, it's a resource guide, it's a fairly comprehensive information packet. We do have it available on our website, and we are also, if you'd like paper copies, we'd love to make paper copies. The previous ones, we only had, of course, in English and in Spanish. This year, we actually extended that, so we do have it in English and Spanish. We also have it in Chinese, in Korean, and Swedish, and we are hoping to get in the near future or sometime in the future, let me see, Hindi and Nepali. So we're actually following the recommendations in the LAP Title VI project or report in adding all of these additional languages. I will like to point out that we did ask Purdue for their assistance in translation of the Chinese and Korean, and we did receive their help in translating the Korean version of it. So again, thank you for their help for doing that. And if you'd like any paper copies, we'd be more than glad to make them for you. So we just wanted to bring this exciting project, or at least exciting to me, to the attention of this committee.
Wonderful. Thank you. Appreciate all your work on that. Does anybody have any questions for Doug on that particular guide?
Why Swedish?
Because one of our planners in the office used to live in Sweden and thought it would be fun to translate it. So we said, why not? And in a couple days, she had it done.
Well, it is good. We got Saab moving here, and they're moving almost 90 families from Sweden here, and there'll be more going back and forth. So You're good? All right, thank you. Next, Doug, is you're up again on the INDOT 2026 STIP and TIP update.
Yes, I couldn't come up with a catchy soap opera phrase for this, but it is an ongoing saga and will continue for a while. But to update the committee and what's happening is that, as you may be aware, the Federal Highway Administration has reviewed INDOT's State Transportation Improvement Program, and there are a number of issues in it, with it. The one big one is that there are projects that are in the MPO tips that are not shown in the STIP. So there's a project, what they call a project alignment issue. There are others issues, of course, but that's the biggest one. In the past week or 2 weeks, INDOT has been hosting various meetings with agencies and MPOs to decide what to do next. They have decided to take the document that they currently have and address all of the issues, update it so it's a new document, and then resubmit it to the Federal Highway Administration. They are anticipating this will take 6 months, and they are already starting to work on it. Actually, late yesterday afternoon, we received a timeline, and then also what will be the first steps that the MPOs will need to do to help the document in terms of the review with the project and what is shown in the TIP versus STIP. The good news in terms of the TIP is that the governor did approve our 2022 to 2026 STIP. The next step in terms of moving that forward is for INDOT to amend that TIP into their current STIP, and we are anticipating that will be done soon. INDOT will be doing that with all of the MPO TIPs, and they have already done one, Maycog or South Bend. And since ours was submitted fairly early and we did respond fairly quickly to the Federal Highway and INDOT comments, we're anticipating that process will be done fairly quickly for us. So the good news is that we hope fairly soon we will only have to amend or modify one TIP. So in a nutshell, that is what's happening. Questions or comments?
All right, thank you, Doug. We appreciate that explanation. Next is the INDOT 18-month letting list, and Doug will be handling that.
Yeah, if you look at both pages, you will see that there's only been a few changes. The first project, number 1, was on yesterday's bid letting, and that is a district-wide pavement maintenance project. I did look at the information here earlier today, and 2 bids were submitted, one from Reith Riley and one from Milestone. The low bid appeared to be from Reith Riley, which is nearly spot on to the engineer's estimate, so I suspect that this project will be awarded. Looking further down the list, again, projects 7 through 18 all involve the widening of I-65, at least the next portion. That is still on track for a November 17th bid letting. We do have a new project on the November bid letting, a district-wide bridge maintenance project. Looking at the second page, project 24, Sagamore Parkway Trail, still on track for a January bid letting. And looking further down, projects 39 and 40, those 2 were bumped from a July bid letting to an October bid letting. The project right above that, a new one, this is a project that we just discussed here with the TIP amendment, and the very last project, scour protection project on US 52. So otherwise, all of the projects you see an S-by remain the same bid letting as the previous month. Questions or comments?
All right, thank you, Doug. We appreciate the report there. The next item on the agenda is other business. David, or you, or anyone on the board have any other business to bring before the board today?
I don't believe we do.
Okay. Any board members? Thank you. Seeing none, we will take citizen comment. Has the Area Plan Commission staff received any citizen comment prior to the meeting or during this meeting? I'm going to take that as a no. So we'll wait just a few moments here for somebody to have an opportunity to, about 60 seconds to comment if they would like to.
Yeah, I've seen no public comments here so far.
Okay, thank you. All right, it appears there are no public comments. I'll go ahead and entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Have a second?
Second.
Murtaugh.
Thank you. We'll conduct a roll call vote. John Dennis,
Aye.
Tom Murtaugh,
Aye.
Jackson Bogan,
Aye.
Peter Bunder,
Aye.
Cindy Murray,
Aye.
Ben Murray,
Aye.
Spears.
Aye.
We are adjourned, ladies and gentlemen, 2:29.
See you guys later. Good job, Tony.
Bye.
Keep it moving.